So welcome back to a new video. In this video, we will be talking about Zotero, which is a reference management software. If you have worked with a systematic review, how hard it is to manage hundreds and hundreds of references. So in this video, we will learn how we can make our lives easier by using Zotero. So first, we need to install Zotero. For that purpose, just go into your web browser and type in Zotero. Click enter, and the first link you see, Zotero.org, is from where we will download our necessary software. Just click on the link. It will take you to the home page of Zotero. Here you can see an overview of Zotero. Just click on the download button. In this video, we'll be discussing about Zotero 9, which is the latest version of Zotero available. Just click on download and your download should start automatically. So since I'm using Microsoft Edge, I will have to install the Zotero connector for Microsoft Edge. So if you are using some other browser like Chrome, Firefox or Safari, you have to install their respective connectors. Here, I am going to install the Edge connector. Just click on it. Then you go to this page where it says Zotero connector. Just click on get, and it says add Zotero connector to Microsoft Edge. Just click add extension. Here you can see that the extension is being installed, and now our connector is installed. I will explain the purpose later. First, we have to install Zotero, which is present in our downloads folder. Double click on it. It will undergo extracting. Once it is extracted, you will land up in this setup page. Just click next and you will install the standard version. Click on install and this will install your Zotero. Now, if you open Microsoft Office, you will see that there is a separate menu that has appeared for Zotero. If you click on it, you will see that there are buttons like add citation, add bibliography, add annotation, add note, document preference, refresh, etc. So, how do we actually add these references into Zotero? Then, how do we add the references in our documents we are writing? And finally, how do we get the output of all our references? This is what we will discuss further. So, basically, we'll start with a workflow. You can search for Zotero and open Zotero. Let me briefly explain Zotero. The first thing you need to do after opening Zotero, in my opinion, is to create an account. You will be working with a lot of references for various studies. And if you are doing something like systematic review, there will be plenty of references. You don't want to lose any of the references. Once you have done it, you know how tedious a procedure it is. So the first thing you have to do is go to the edit menu in Zotero and go to settings. Here you can see that I already have an account, so I have to just log in. I will show you the procedure how you can log in for the first time also. So go to the settings, just click on login here. It will take you to a page which says login if you already have an account in Zotero. For people who are starting new, you click on register for a free account here. So once you are in this page, you have to enter a username, an email, and set a password. A verification code will be coming to your registered email. Once you have the code, you just paste it and then verify. You will have to authorize your application. Then it says login successful and you can return to the app. Once you go to the app, you can see that you are logged in now. And whenever you click this sync icon, automatically all the references you are having is automatically updated. So little bit in brief about the different windows in Zotero. So on the left pane, you see this is where our library is, where we will hold all our references. And a small button here, this is for creating the folders and subfolders in Zotero. In the middle pane is where all the article will be present. So here there are options to manually get in the articles. I will also show you how you can, with one click, directly upload your article into Zotero from the web pages. You can also use DOIs or PMIDs to get your article here. If you don't have such things, you just have a PDF with you, you can even upload that in Zotero. I'll be showing each and every one of it. So for example, I have kept one reference here. So if you click any references on the right pane, you will get all the information about the references, and the abstract along with the full PDF will be there. There are different attachments, there are notes, there are tags present, there are related articles. We can connect different articles together if they are related. So before going into adding articles in Zotero, let me remove this since this is not related. So first thing first, what do we want to do? We want to decide on a research question or the area of research. For here, as an example, I have chosen depression in adolescents in India. Okay. So what I need first is a folder. So how to create a folder? You just click on the new collection in the left pane. You give it a name. I gave it a name as depression in adolescence. I want to save it in my library itself. I click on create collection. So I want to also compare how the depression status is in urban area and in rural area. So I need a sub collection. So how do you create a sub collection? It is the same button. You have to click on new collection. Just give depression in rural. You want to place it inside depression in adolescence and not in my library. If you place it in my library, it will create a new collection itself. So I want to place it in depression in adolescence. I click on create collection. Here I have created rural. I want to create urban also. I want it inside depression in adolescence folder. So I click on new collections again. I write depression in urban. And you can see it is already selected depression in adolescence because earlier I have selected it. So we have the folders here now where we will be saving our articles. So to search for articles, usually where do we go? We go to PubMed. So we just go to PubMed and start searching for the articles which we will need to add. As a good practice, we should use all the mesh terms and Boolean operators while searching for articles in PubMed. But here I am simply going forward because our agenda is to learn referencing. So depression in adolescence. First, I will see in rural area, in rural India. Depression in adolescence in rural India. I search for it. So many studies have come. I want studies which only have the free full text. So I click on free full text. The first study, depression among adolescents in a rural community of North India. I think it is similar to my study. I just click on it. And you can see here, there is a puzzle like symbol that is seen. You have to click on it and choose the Zotero connector, which we have already installed at the beginning. So simply have to click on the connector. It is saying it is saving to depression in rural. If you want to be saved elsewhere, if it was an urban study, you can just click on more and you can select depression in urban also. Since it is in a rural area only, I am clicking depression in rural and clicking done. So if you go back to Zotero, you can see that our study has come and all the details, the title, the description, the abstract. If you want the abstract, you click on this postcard here. The abstract is also extracted by Zotero. There are attachments. There are also tags that has come along with the article. But in the earlier example we saw, we had a PDF that is downloaded, but here the PDF has not come. So this is one of the mistakes we make while referencing. So what we need to do, we need to open a link which has the full free text. So here it says full free text link. So you just have to click on it. It will take you to where it will have the PDF available to be downloaded and the entire article present. So this is the article that we should be saving and not the abstract one. So you follow the same procedure, you click Zotero connector, you select the folder you want to save it in, and it has saved your file. So when you go now, you can see that below the PDF has also loaded. So there is an advantage of downloading or uploading articles which already has a PDF. Why? I will be explaining. So we need more studies in our review of literature. So I am downloading each study in the same procedure as mentioned before. So these are all the studies that I think they are relevant. So I'm similarly, I wanted also to find depression in adolescents in urban area. So I'll change my search term, depression in adolescents in urban India. I'll search for it. In the same way, I'm adding all the articles that are suitable for my study. Here you can see it is saving to depression in rural. You have to change it into depression in urban because we are now looking for urban studies. That is the only difference. We have downloaded all the studies we required for now for this example. Here there is, I can see that there is a duplication here. So how to delete a duplicated study? You just right click and move the item to trash. So these are the studies we'll be looking into. I want to explain here why I downloaded the PDF and another function called tags. First, we'll discuss about why we downloaded the PDF. So in Zotero 9, if you can see, you can double click to open the PDF and there is a function called read aloud. So if you're someone who would like someone to read the article for you, then this will be a good option. You can see the headset icon here. Just click on it. Then Zotero gives you three options: standard, premium, and local. Local is if you don't have a good internet connection, prefer local. But since you have a Zotero account and internet connection available, always choose standard because it will be a more natural sounding sound than the local version. So I just choose the standard one for read aloud and click on the done button.
The Global Burden of Disease, 1990-2017, report indicated that nearly a third of the disability adjusted.
Now you can see that Zotero has started reading the article. So suppose I want to read this part and I want to highlight what I feel relevant. So I start the narration, I listen to it.
Individuals aged 10 to 19 years were considered adolescents. Assuming the prevalence of depression as 14.5%, 9 relative precision as 20%, an alpha value of 0.05, the sample size turned out to be 500.
So here I want to highlight this line. So Zotero reads line by line. So whichever line the Zotero application is reading, if you press H button on your keyboard, it will automatically highlight that line. So whenever you are hearing something you want to save or highlight, then you can just click on the H button in your keyboard. And so on, I can highlight whatever I feel is necessary. So you can also use this button here to highlight text. You can just select a line you want to highlight and click on the color. So this way also you can highlight the text. Since these highlights can be directly added to the Word document we are writing the manuscript, it is very helpful in the later stages, which I will also be showing you at the end of the video. And one more thing about tags. So what is the importance of tags? Suppose in this rural and urban, I have selected a study which I will use for sample size calculation. So this is the study I will use for rural area. So I write sample size here and create a tag for this study. In the urban area also, I am choosing prevalence of depression among school-going adolescents in Bihar. So this will be my sample size. So to add a tag, just click on this tag button. The tags will come. Click on the plus, add sample size. Done. So what is so significant about this? It is actually when you have a lot of studies, hundreds or thousands of studies, this will make a change. So suppose you have thousands of studies in your library. So you just want to see which study you will be calculating the sample size based upon. So you can see on the left bottom that there are a lot of tags that has been auto generated. We have also manually created one tag that was of sample size. If you just click on the sample size, you will see how beautifully just the two studies that we selected for sample size has come. In this way, we can move very systematically in managing our references. Finally, we come to the output part. So we have uploaded plenty of references in our Zotero. How do we really put it into the Word document as references? And how do you get the bibliography or the written part of the references? So for that purpose, we have to click on the Zotero menu. Then you can see that there are two options, add citation and add bibliography. So add citation is the first thing we will do. Farida et al. Found depression in 39% of adolescents, and Prakash et al. Reported 39.3% depression in rural and 24% in urban. So how do we reference it? So we just click on add citation, and so a window opens like this. It has given different citation styles. There are AMA styles, APA styles, and Chicago, Nature, NLM, Vancouver. So the most commonly used is Vancouver. So we will select Vancouver citation style. So here you can see an automatically update citation. If you're working with a large document with plenty of citations and your computer or the laptop is lacking in the hardware department, so you just uncheck this box and you can refresh manually using the refresh button. That would be better. Otherwise, you keep the other options as same and click on OK. So a box appears like this. Here we can search for items. There is list and library. Library is if you want to see the library and upload the documents. If you choose list, you can type in what you want to add. So it is a Parida et al. Study. So I just search with the author name Parida study, which is relating to the author. I click on it and it is added. You can see that there is also another study we need to add, that is from Prakash et al. So I type on it Prakash and it shows me the study. Just click on it. We have two studies now. You can see the tick button here. Just have to click on that and now it has automatically added our reference. So I will be adding for rest of the document. So where you want the citation, place your cursor there, click on add edit citation. You search for the author or you can search for the title also if you know it. You click on it. Once it is added, you click on the tick button and the citation has come. I'll be adding for this also. Mota et al. I'm adding it. Mota. Suppose I don't know the name or I have taken it, I have written it in introduction, but I know the study name, but I don't know the author name. So I simply go to the library and I will search. Oh, this is the study I want to add. So I just double click on it. It goes here and then click on the accept button. So you can see the reference has been added here as well. So I'm adding for the rest of the studies. So here you see that the findings of a study is repeated. Like some other aspects of that study is repeated here. So if I add a citation here, what will happen? I'll view with the list. So Moda et al. We have already added a citation before. What will happen if we add it again? So I double clicked on it. I accept it. And you can see here now, Sotero has realized it is the same reference and given it the same reference number. This is the usefulness of Sotero. So once you have done with all the references, so how do you get all the references that you have added till now? You just make a page for reference. You just click on add or edit bibliography where you want the references to come. Click on it. You can see all our references are now marked. And it has come in the Vancouver style as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what happens if I remove a citation? I have removed it. You can see the third reference is still here. I have removed it. So why is it still here? It has not refreshed. So once I have refreshed, the third reference is gone now. And Sotero has automatically arranged all the references appropriately. This is a bonus. So I was telling if you highlight in PDF, you can add it directly. How do you do that? So in this button here, after clicking add citation, you can see below there is add annotations. If you click on that, you will see all the lines you have selected before. So you just have to double click on whatever you require, just like how you will add a reference and click on. So whatever we have highlighted is now in the document and it is referenced as well. You can always change the referencing style in whatever way you want, and Zotero will automatically do that for you. So this is all about Zotero. I hope you have learned how you can properly do reference management using this software. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel.